While there are no solid rumours or sources at this time telling us that this is the case, seeing as WWE 2K23 wasn't announced at this year's Survivor Series, people have now turned their speculation towards January's Royal Rumble, seeing as that is the next premium live event in the WWE calendar. Of course, if anything does come up telling us that this event is going to be where WWE 2K23 is going to be announced, we'll be sure to cover it on this channel. But today, seeing as WWE 2K23 and the Royal Rumble keep being brought up in conversation, I actually wanted to discuss the Royal Rumble match that we have within the WWE Games franchise, because if this premium live event does end up being the host of the worldwide WWE 2K23 announcement, then I think it would be quite fitting if this game came with its very own set of Royal Rumble improvements for players to enjoy. Now, the Royal Rumble match is a match that has been featured in many WWE Games titles over the years, each with their own levels of polish and quality. Some games have kept things basic, while other games have gone all out to give us an amazing experience. Just off the top of my head, I'd call WWE 2K17 one of the games that I had an all-out experience with when it came to the Royal Rumble matches, as not only did it have the mini-games for eliminations and Royal Rumble finishers, but it also allowed you to do a few extra things that we saw kept in the franchise for a few years, such as 3 people attempting an elimination on one person at the same time, one person being able to eliminate 2 people at the same time, and other fun things like that. Whereas on the other hand, I'd call WWE 2K22 a game that kept things really basic, because while yes, the Royal Rumble in this game does feature some mini-games and the Royal Rumble finishers, so much of what made the Rumble fun and exciting in previous games was stripped out of this game, and that was disappointing to see. So that, to me, would be the first order of business. All those small little details from over the years, the 3 people attempting an elimination, the 1 person eliminating multiple people, the ability to eliminate someone from behind in the corner, all of these small details need to be added back into the game to get us started. From there, it's time to innovate and bring some things to the match that we've never seen before. One of the things I've loved to see in real-life Royal Rumble matches in recent years is when 2 people fall out onto the apron and have a fight there. How cool would that be to see in the game? The way I would do it is when you are eliminating someone against the ropes or on the apron, if the person you are eliminating has enough momentum in their special meter, they simply press LB or RB, and this triggers an animation that has both people fall out onto the apron. From there, a battle cutscene would play out, where both people would have to race to press the correct face button first, kind of like during a comeback sequence. If someone manages to hit 3 in a row first, they'll eliminate their opponent, but if both men fail, they could fall back into the ring, or both be eliminated from the match. Either way, an extra minigame like this would add a lot to the match, and I would love to see a handful of these sprinkled into the mix. When you have a match type like the Royal Rumble match which relies so heavily on a minigame to make it work, then I think you need to add some variety to those minigames to make the match feel fresh and exciting. When you enter an elimination, you know exactly what you need to do. But think about how much more fun it would be if when you entered an elimination, you didn't know what was going to happen. Imagine you don't know what minigame is going to appear, and imagine you don't know how that minigame is going to go. Are you just going to do this one minigame and be done with it? Or is your opponent going to press a button that pulls you into another minigame where you're suddenly fighting for your survival? Personally, I know which experience would be more fun to me. I think allowing people to have more ways to survive could be pretty cool as well. There's already a cool skinning of the cat animation in the game, made famous by Shawn Michaels, but imagine if there was more stuff like this. There's only a limited number of Royal Rumble finishers available in the game to begin with, so I don't think it would be too much work to add a unique counter to each of these finishers that resulted in a unique animation of the person saving themselves in the match. Being chokeslammed out of the ring? No problem if you can grab the top rope with your right hand at the last minute, making it so only one of your feet drag across the floor. But why stop there? As I already mentioned, we have a skinning of the cat animation that was made famous by Shawn Michaels, but in the game, it's performed by any superstar or created wrestler that ends up in that position. So, why not add some crazy animations and minigames for some of Kofi Kingston's most iconic spots? I understand the one in which he bounced on one of the announcer's chairs may be a bit much, but the one where he walks on the barricade? That should be something easy enough to get into the game, considering all of the pieces to make that spot possible are already in the game, so the animation would just need to be made. Whatever they can and should add to the game, however, they just need to do it with some range. If they add one small cool spot or animation, that one thing will get stale and boring really quickly. You need to add multiple new things into the game at the same time, and ideally, those new things can then interact with each other in unique ways to produce unique outcomes, allowing players to go in and find those secrets, adding more replayability value to the game, and more importantly, more fun to the game. And speaking of fun, there's one thing above all else that I need to see brought back to the WWE Games franchise to return the Royal Rumble match back to its former glory, and that is simply adding online back to the Royal Rumble match. It was so much fun getting to play this match online with your friends, especially when you had the ability to play with 12 friends at once. So even if they ignore every single other thing that I put in this video, please 2K, give us online Royal Rumbles back. These games are only limited by the amount of work and passion that is put into them, so while some of these ideas may seem far-fetched on the surface, with the right amount of hard work and dedication from the team at 2K, all of this could be achievable. So there you go guys, those are just some of the improvements that I would like to see made to the Royal Rumble match in WWE 2K23. Be sure to let me know what improvements you would like to see to this match type in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more WWE 2K23 coverage. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like this one, you may enjoy one of these videos as well.
For years, you sat back in amazement and watched as countless legends from our community entered the most spectacular match the WWE Games world has ever seen, the FAM Royal Rumble. I don't need to tell you that this is a match like no other, man. It's the only battleground around that has the capacity to store such a stacked pool of talent, and now, for the first time in this event's history, you can become a part of it! FAM's opening up its doors and allowing one lucky member of our community to join in on the action and have their opportunity at becoming immortal by headlining Famniversary! I mean, that is, of course, if they manage to win the Royal Rumble match. So, do you want to be part of the FAM Royal Rumble? Here's how you can get involved. Step 1. Click on the link at the top of the video description. This will take you to a Google document that you will need to fill out. Step 2. You'll find the form to be broken down in 3 easy to follow sections, just 3. The first section will ask you for some basic contact information, so we can get in touch with you if you are chosen for the match. The second section will ask you for some details about the character you would like to submit for the actual event. And the final section is just a couple of small bonus questions, just so we can get an idea or some of your favorite moments from FAM in its entire history. And step 3, you filled out the form. All you need to do now is just sit back, relax, and wait for the FAM Royal Rumble to air. Tune into the show that will be premiered live on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/themovementxx in early 2023 to find out if you were the lucky person chosen to be part of the Rumble match. And there you have it. Seriously guys, look, it's as simple as that. Just follow these 3 simple steps, and before you know it, you'll be in the FAM Royal Rumble match right next to some of your favorite FAM superstars and some of the biggest legends this community has to offer. Good luck to everybody involved, and we can't wait to see who makes the cut.